Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Escape Pod. Thank you so much for escaping with us. That's Andrew, and I'm Alex.
And as always, with great power comes great Marvel Zombies ability. We will be getting into the new... Yes, zombies.
Brains.
Yes, that's what zombies do. Good job, Alex. Thriller. Yeah. There you go. Nice.
It's almost spooky season.
No, it is. I think it's officially spooky season.
Officially.
Yeah.
Who determines that? Do we have a groundhog for that?
I think it's just whenever, like, the theater... What?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Are you aware of how old...
I am? Yeah.
Phil is? What's his name? Puxatani Phil? Our gopher?
Yeah, he's old, right? Groundhog. It's a groundhog. It's not a gopher.
He's a groundhog.
Groundhog Day. You seen it? Good movie.
It's a great movie. Do you know how old he is?
Why would the frick would I know how old the groundhog is?
So the other day...
That would be such a weird piece of information for me to have in my brain randomly.
The other day...
What if I was just like, yeah, he's like 63 and a half.
Yeah. The other day... so I didn't know this. Puxatani Phil is the only groundhog that can determine the weather.
Yeah, can you pass that on?
He's specifically the clairvoyant. It's not like...
Any groundhog.
Any groundhog. It's specifically him.
Correct.
And so the other day we were debating on his age. And I was like, no, I think he's been around a while. Zach was like, no way. Like, the average length of age for like a groundhog is probably like 10 years or something like that. So I Googled it. Puxatani Phil is 139 years old.
Goodness gracious. What's the average?
That is the hardest I've ever laughed ever when I Googled that to prove everybody wrong. Now, it's a tradition. It's actually a succession of groundhogs. He's probably been like 15 groundhogs at this point, because groundhogs do have a life expectancy of 10 to 14 years.
No, mine's saying 3 to 6.
Oh, that's funny. But it is the funniest thing in the world to Google it and be like, oh no, this clairvoyant groundhog is 140 years old.
That is funny.
So
yeah, in captivity, they can live up to 14 years, yeah.
Gotcha. All right, that's just, I was reminded of that when I said.
You rocking with groundhogs more or beavers?
Beavers are cool.
Beavers are pretty cool.
Beavers are cool. And I'm going to take it one step further. I'm sure this is going to be your pick. You're a platypus guy, thanks to Phineas and Ferb.
Yeah. What's a marmot?
Ooh, I've never heard of that.
We got marmots, beavers, squirrels, muskrats, prairie dogs. Prairie dogs are cute.
Prairie dogs are cute, but they're not at the top of my list. I think I'm taking...
Guinea pig, hedgehog, raccoon. Which one you taking out of all those?
You didn't name ferret, and I believe ferrets are in that family.
What family are we talking about?
I don't know, the kind of things that like maybe you have as a pet, but probably not.
Who has a muskrat as a pet?
I don't know, you gotta ask them.
The muskrat?
Yeah.
I don't think anyone has a muskrat as a pet. I'm taking raccoon over everything.
Really?
They're so cool, dude.
Because they're little bandits and they've got little hands?
Yeah, and they're cute. And they're smart.
They've got like little bandit masks.
Hence the Jack scene.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That is why he starts fighting him, because he's like,
he's looking at the TV
guy.
and he's like, wait a
yeah,
I gotta go kill this guy.
Yeah. That's a great scene.
Yeah.
All right, on to what,
Okay, so we're going to review Marvel Zombies.
Yes.
Do you want to do that first, later?
We can do that first. I mean, that's going to be a lot of this episode. We've got a lot to talk about. That show has given us a lot. Please turn back on. It's still rolling.
Why did it just turn off? There we go.
All right. Sorry for the technical difficulties, everybody. That's a nice hoodie.
This is the first time we're filming a normal episode after Batman Day.
That's correct. You want to go to that now? We have Batman to talk about.
The comic stuff?
Yeah, and
Sure.
other things.
Okay.
We recently had our worst experience, my worst experience with Patreon movie night of all time. I now know exactly how you feel when we watch movies that you like with that group.
No, you don't. Just leave it. It'll be fine.
All right.
I love inanimate objects.
Yep, very aggravating. No, I don't. Why? What did they ruin for you that really upset you?
I don't know. It's been a while.
Yeah, but it was something. It was bad.
But no one in that call was hating on The Dark Knight.
But you're all wrong.
Yeah, but it's not the same because they're talking about a movie that I love and actively hating it. We were just like not liking it enough to your satisfaction, which is not even remotely the same thing.
But you said, I don't want to misquote you. You do not like the ending of The Dark Knight.
No, I think the ending's stupid.
Stupid is a crazy word to say about the greatest live-action superhero movie we will probably ever have.
Okay,
Andrew.
yeah, in your opinion. I still gave it like an 8. On Letterboxd, I think I gave it a 4.5 out of 5.
And that's fine. That's not good enough for me. But the reason you take off that point, so you're giving The Dark Knight a 9 out of 10.
I gave it like a high 8, so I'll round up to 9.
That's just a little tough for me. You clearly prefer the Batman?
Not clearly. I think I gave the Batman like in the same range. So I need to watch it again because I've seen both of them once. Well, now I've seen The Dark Knight twice, so I will need to watch the Batman again before.
So obviously I'm a big Dark Knight fan, so I'll just turn around the hat.
There it is.
Give me the positives, the negatives. Let's just re-review The Dark Knight real quick.
Sure. Yeah, obviously I'll do the goods first. I mean, obviously every scene is just good.
Yep.
Every scene is entertaining. Mm-hmm. I think the script, the dialogue is tight. It's good. Every character is, and then obviously Joker is very intimidating and very entertaining every time he's on screen. Mm-hmm. You're not bored at all through the movie. I don't know how long the movie is, but I was locked the whole time.
Yep.
What else? What other positives am I missing?
You're hitting a lot of the baseline stuff.
Yeah,
absolutely. For me, it's one of my favorite scripts I've ever seen. It feels every scene is like, oh yeah, this is my favorite scene. And that's like crazy because I always say that my favorite scene in that movie is the conversation between Gordon and Aaron Eckhart's Harvey Dent in Harvey Dent's office. I just think the back and forth is really sharp.
Which one is that? Oh, when they first meet, and he's trying to convince him to get that is a good scene.
It's a great scene. So it's such a quiet scene, but it's so important. It informs both of their characters for the rest of the movie completely. And there's little touches behind Gordon. You see a big wall of files. This half of the files totally neat. This half of the files totally messy. That's obviously cool. Precursor to Two-Face. It's just
they lead up to the Two-Face aspect with the coin very well. They're dropping hints, and then he kind of uses it once in the courtroom or something. Yep. But then it becomes more and more of a thing.
Yeah.
As he starts murdering people.
Yes.
Yeah. Spoiler alert.
Yeah. For this movie from 2008.
Right.
That like if you're watching this podcast, you haven't seen The Dark Knight.
No. Yeah. No. We don't have to spoiler alert The Dark Knight. No.
But no, it is. It's my favorite live action superhero movie. It's one of my probably 5 favorite movies of all time. I don't have a problem with that at all. Everything in it. So I do want to talk about the ending because the way you and some of the other patrons Deborah tier patrons that watched it with us were saying some things that were really upsetting me. So really just go into your full thoughts on the ending of The Dark Knight. Spare no expense.
Okay,
give it to me hard and strong.
Say that again?
Give it to me hard and strong, baby.
Fantastic. My general negatives, I think a lot of people feel this way, is that, they kind of talk about the Dark Knight trilogy as a whole as being like great movies, but like not the best Batman movies.
Sure. Yep.
Right. So I think The Dark Knight is a 9, 10 out of 10 movie. I give it like a 6, 7 out of 10 Batman movie. So I average it out as like a high 8. So I think that's one of my main issues. I mean, we love having a great villain, but if the villain outshines the main hero that much, that might be a problem if it's a Batman movie. You know what I mean? Not saying that the Joker shouldn't have been that good.
Yeah.
Obviously, I love that.
Yeah.
So that's one thing. I think the action in The Dark Knight is pretty bad overall.
I just rewatched Batman Begins before we watched Dark Knight because I've said it before, those are my 2 favorite live action superhero movies of all time. And I wrote a long, lengthy review on my Letterboxd about how much I love Batman Begins. But the action in Batman Begins is the worst action in a superhero movie that I like. Yeah. Like, not even love, just that I like.
Yeah.
It is so bad. That movie is easily a 10 out of 10 if that action is even competent.
Yeah.
But it's not. It's horribly filmed. Every action scene. And the action in The Dark Knight is so much better than it is in Batman Begins.
I'm going to hate Batman Begins when I watch it.
Like, the action is so I was like constantly like, yeah, this is why this one's better because the action is so much better.
It's so bad.
So that's funny that you specifically said that.
I will say the one action sequence that I thought was actually competent was the last one where he's in the building using the AR, the VR, you know, detective mode, seeing through the things, having to stop the SWAT from killing the people with the guns taped to their hands, that kind of stuff. Because he was actually using gadgets in that one. He was having to be clever. He was going from floor to floor, all that stuff. Every other fight scene is just... And then 3 people fall over. And it's like...
yes.
Watch any other superhero movie and it's better.
Batman Begins is the same thing, but the camera is going like this.
Like, you know, have any different kind of fight choreography or let him use gadgets or be any better in the fight scenes. And that would have maybe brought it up even higher for me. Mm-hmm. So... it not being that good of a Batman movie or whatever, and then the fight scenes, and then I think the ending is pretty stupid. So the ending is, you know, the scene.
The ending of The Dark Knight you think is stupid?
I do not enjoy the ending of The Dark Knight. No, I think starting from the scene that starts it is obviously the Harvey Dent thing, and I think Harvey Dent's character arc is done very well. Obviously, I think a lot of things are done well in this movie.
Yes.
I give it a very good score. But at the end, it is Harvey Dent holding a kid versus Batman.
Yep.
And Batman can't handle that situation. I think that's stupid.
Mm-hmm. After he's shot, by the way.
Also stupid.
Okay.
Right. So Batman can't handle one guy with a gun. He's going to get shot. That's stupid. Thank you for pointing that out. Second thing, to take him down. So the only way he can handle him is to tackle him off a roof and kill him. You don't think anyone in the world can remotely think that's stupid?
No.
See, that's stupid.
See, I do understand being upset that it's a Batman movie and he kills somebody. But he fully kills Ra's al Ghul in Batman Begins.
I think that's stupid too.
By literally point blank saying, I'm not going to kill you, but I'm not going to save you. And then he just leaves the train.
Yeah, that's not a good...
That's killing him as well.
Yeah, I think that's also stupid.
And in many ways, people want me to accept my least favorite movie of all time, Man of Steel, as this Elseworlds thing. Literally, we just had Danny Mata on the podcast, and he said, now that we've had a great Superman movie that represents that character very well, can you accept Man of Steel as this Elseworlds thing? Mm-hmm. I still don't think I'm able to, but even if I did, I just consider that movie really boring. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
On top of all the egregious things. The Dark Knight trilogy is full of misrepresentations of characters. Literally, Ra's al Ghul is Ra's. He's not immortal. He fully dies. Like, they do so many things way off, way wrong. Christopher Nolan has straight up said that Mr. Reese from The Dark Knight is their Riddler.
Yeah.
The guy at the start of Dark Knight Rises that captures Bane, the guy that's like, if I take off this mask, will it hurt you? Will you die? And he's like, it will be incredibly painful for you. That guy is Deathstroke. Right? So it's like, it doesn't make any... But I can take it as its own thing. Batman kills 2 people in this universe. Like, it's just something, so I understand. That's the way you handle that situation, in my opinion. He doesn't have any...
That might be one of the stupidest things you've said on the podcast. That's how you handle that situation as Batman. You tackle him off a roof and kill him. Really? Alex.
Well, also, like,
Alex.
How did he know that he was going to die? That's another thing. Batman falls and he survives.
Oh, he catches himself.
No, he's hanging from the thing and then he falls.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Right? So that, like, you know, he saves the kid. That's what he needed to do. He saved the day.
No, he didn't. Not according to the entirety of the world, which forces him to retire for 8 years, which is also stupid.
You don't like that either.
No.
Why?
Why would I want a superhero movie to end with the good guy taking the fall because there's like some metaphor about him not being a real hero? He's just what they deserve or something.
Yeah, he's not the hero that they need, but he's the one that they deserve.
What does that mean exactly?
It means that, like, the city needs a hero that's like in plain sight. That's not a vigilante. That's like doing hero work like Harvey was doing as the DA. Everything is legal. Everything is by the books and everything. Gotham needs that kind of leader that isn't breaking rules, because we see the whole movie. There are Batman copycats that are going out with guns, so they're going to kill people, and they're going to get themselves killed because they're trying to be the hero that Batman is. That's not what they need. They need good, upstanding citizens like Harvey Dent for most of this movie that are going to do things the right way, be good people the right way. They can still be badasses, like when he socks that guy in the face in court when he tries to get him killed. That's awesome. But that's what they need. Gotham needs. Gotham does not need a vigilante hero.
So they don't need Batman. Gotham doesn't need Batman.
Well, of course they need Batman.
Okay, there you go.
But,
so it is the hero that Gotham needs.
But it's a Batman, very selfishly, also not very Batman of him, doesn't want to be Batman. This entire movie, he doesn't want to be Batman.
Yeah, I also think it's stupid that Joker kills like 3 people and then he's like, I'm going to tell everyone who I am. I also think that's kind of stupid.
But he doesn't.
Yeah, but the only reason he doesn't isn't because of him, it's because of Harvey. I think that's stupid.
Another great move by him.
It's a great scene, but I can still think it's stupid. It's well written. All the reasons for
it's like yeah.
Also, they act like there's no other possible explanation that they can give that would require Gotham not to have Batman. So now you're saying that Gotham can't have Batman and Gotham needs to hunt Batman because we can't come up with any other explanation other than Batman killed Harvey.
This is
I think that's stupid.
I disagree with you because you think you should just blame it on the Joker.
Blame it literally on anything else.
No, you can't.
Joker has literally run amok through Gotham this entire movie. Yeah. He's killed so many people. He almost blew up 2 entire ships, and there's not a possible... He blew up a hospital that Harvey was in. Yeah. We can't just say Harvey died in the hospital. We can't say anything else. Harvey wasn't seen by anyone. Obviously, it was killing anyone because they would have known about it. So the last time anyone knew where he was in the hospital because Gordon even says, don't tell people that we got him out or something like that. We could have easily come up with another explanation that didn't result in Batman having to retire for 8 years and run away from the cops because he accidentally killed Harvey because he couldn't take him down with any gadgets because he couldn't handle Harvey with a gun. The whole ending is stupid.
But you're missing... Like, everything that you're thinking of, you're probably right. They could have had an explanation for. But you're missing the whole point of Bruce in this entire movie. He doesn't want to be Batman.
Right, and I can think that's stupid.
He's looking at this like his way out.
Correct.
That's what this is.
Great.
That's him taking the coward's way out. He's being a coward here.
Right, and I don't want to watch Batman be a coward.
What he needs to make up for in Dark Knight Rises.
Right. I don't want to watch Batman be a coward. So I can think the ending is stupid.
Okay, but again, that goes back to my point where this Batman does kill. This Batman isn't really Batman, like we said with all the mischaracterizations
Great, the Man of Steel
of
is
the
awesome.
other characters. But Man of Steel isn't awesome because it's really boring and really poorly acted.
Well, Batman, The Dark Knight has terrible action, so.
Yeah. I wouldn't say terrible. It's a huge improvement of Batman.
If the climax of a Batman movie is him basically having to kill someone because he has a gun, like, I'm good. That's kind of lame. That's kind of stupid. And then the resulting consequence of that is him retiring for 8 years because he's a coward. Like, how am I not... Alex, by your own explanation, you should be allowed to think that's stupid.
But it's a great film.
I'm not saying it isn't written well. We have
that's a brilliant character arc there. Like, that's brilliant writing.
We have this conversation all the time where I love how well it's written. It's written really well. Yeah. Write something different.
Not if it's that well written.
You can have something that's well written and makes sense, and the character arcs are really good and make sense, but I still don't enjoy the ending. You can still make a different ending. It's written in Man of Steel that they have to basically level Metropolis, and the reasoning for that is pretty good. But you should just write something different. You shouldn't write a Superman movie that results in him committing multiple 9/11s. Write something different.
So you're saying write that Batman doesn't kill somebody, write that he doesn't want to not be Batman.
Do not write, even if the character arcs are good, you don't have to write a movie in which Batman loses to one person with a gun, resulting in him killing that person and then taking the blame for it and retiring for 8 years because he's a coward. Yes, I think you could write something a little different.
Yeah. The movie is so good.
It's still a 9 out of 10. Yeah, like, you know what I mean? But like, yeah. I'm not gonna give it a 10 out of 10 because of those reasons. I can't say that's perfect to me. To me. And I'm sure there are a lot of things in The Dark Knight that are better than the Batman. I can't wait to rewatch the Batman.
Yeah. The dialogue is
so good.
It's night and day better than the Batman.
I'm sure it is.
I quite like the Batman on rewatch. I quite liked the Batman on rewatch, but it's just. Like, it does not move. Every scene in The Dark Knight is so good. It's so imperative. Mm-hmm. It's, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I guess I'm not going to convince you of that one. We'll move on to, real quick, we're still celebrating Batman Day. We got to talk some comics.
Okay.
We do not talk comics very much on this podcast because you do not read comics.
No.
I also have not read comics in a very long time.
Yeah, I was like,
I was shitting on you, but it's been a minute. I grew up reading comics, but otherwise, so there's many runs that I can, quote like the back of my hand, say how much I love them or whatever. But of the newest stuff, I've heard that Ultimate Spider-Man's great. I hear the new Miles Morales books are great. I hear all these things are going on. I'm not reading any of it, unfortunately. But something that I absolutely want to talk about is sales. The new Matt Fraction Batman run is crushing in sales. It sold like 500,000 copies in its first week or something. Some crazy numbers. It's already the highest selling comic book of 2025. Wow. It's on track to be one of the highest selling comic books of all time. It is crushing it. One of those comics that, so there are a lot of variant covers for it. One of the variant great cover. Cool. One of the great variant covers is actually from our friends at Rolling Wave Comics in collaboration with friend of the show, Soups.
Oh,
they did a variant comic for it. Shout out them. Go
what
get
do you think
yours.
about that design?
I think it's awesome.
I think it's really cool. The ears are a little weird.
The ears are weird, yeah, sure.
But overall, it's kind of cool.
Yeah, and with all the bats around him.
Look at the bottom of this article. Where'd it go? What the frick?
You've lost it.
What the frick? Aha!
Peek.
The Dark Knight. Whatever Gotham needs him to be, a coward.
Back to no. So anyway, I. This guy thinks he's the Joker.
I'm so sorry. Please continue. Yes, it's selling very well.
Yeah, it's just selling very well. So I just wanted to highlight that. I think that that's obviously great for the industry. Let's talk about this. I really want to talk about this. What do you know about Absolute Batman?
I've seen the designs.
Yes.
Yeah, that's about it.
And I want to say this. I think you're going to completely agree with me here. So obviously, just quick explanation. Absolute Batman. There's Absolute Wonder Woman, Absolute Superman, Absolute Batman. Absolute Wonder Woman, she's from hell instead of Themyscira. Like, they changed something fundamental about the character.
Right.
So Bruce's parents, still alive. Also, they're not rich. He's a blue-collar guy. He's a construction worker.
How many... Absolute Batman number 12?
There's a bunch of issues at this point.
I kind of want to read this one.
Yeah, so Absolute Batman has been selling like hotcakes. It's been a very popular comic for DC. DC has been crushing it in the comic space. And what did you say when I brought up Absolute Batman? You said, I've seen the designs. And I was thinking about this the other day. What a brilliant marketing ploy from the people behind the Absolute Batman comics to just, like we're fully acknowledging that this is a completely different Batman story, nothing like anything we've ever seen. So they're essentially clickbaiting people into buying their comics and reading their comics.
With the designs?
By making Killer Croc Godzilla.
Yeah.
By making Mr. Freeze Slender Man. By the way, Mr. Freeze, horrifying.
I don't know if I've seen that one.
Look up Absolute Mr. Freeze. It is horrifying. And now the Joker, he's literally the devil.
Yeah, he's got teeth. And
he's got
like horns.
He's got a devil tail.
You've seen all the TikToks that are like, Batman, if you want to retire, like, I get it.
Nobody blames you. You got a mom at home. Look at Absolute Mr. Freeze. He's horrifying. How about Absolute Bane?
Oh my god!
I know.
He's like Nosferatu.
I'm telling you. Absolute Bane is literally the Hulk. Have you seen Absolute Bane?
Yes.
He's like holding him like this, and Absolute Batman's 6'9".
Yeah, no.
And he's holding him like this.
Bane, he's got a tiny little head.
He does have a huge body.
Yeah. This is crazy.
So I just think it was just a brilliant choice from the people behind Absolute Comics to just clickbait the fuck out of people.
It's working on me.
Yeah, you're gonna buy them.
Where can we read DC Comics? Is there like a Marvel Unlimited thing?
There is a Marvel Unlimited for DC Comics. Call us if you want to. That was a weird sound I just made.
Yes, it was.
All right. So happy belated Batman Day to you and yours. Yes. You want to move on to...
We watched The Dark Knight with the Patreon, by the way. It was
Patreon movie night.
Oh, and also, by the way, I didn't tell you this. We're going to give the Patreon the Marvel Zombies review today. A little early.
I love it.
Yeah. Someone literally in the Discord asked, can we get the Marvel Zombies review ASAP? And I was like, I'll put it up for you today, brother.
Today.
So as soon as we're done filming this, what is today? Wednesday?
Yeah.
The day Marvel Zombies come out, the Patreon.
You're getting that review early.
Yeah.
So subscribe to the Patreon if you want early shit like that, because we do shit like that.
We do be doing that. What's next?
Do you want to do zombies right
now?
now?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Marvel Zombies review.
Out of 10.
Ooh, interesting. Okay.
I've got my score. You've got your score?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, 9
8.5?
out of 10.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's good.
I'm glad to hear. I'm sad to hear you're a little bit lower on it than
It's a TV show. I'm normally lower on those.
Sure.
But
it does play as a movie.
yeah. No, it's really good. You want to know something?
Yeah, I do.
So I went to watch it.
Yes.
And I pulled up my Disney Plus.
Yeah.
Hit Marvel Zombies.
Yep.
Started watching. Watched the first episode. It was really, really great.
Yeah.
And then I watched episode 2.
Yep.
And there seemed to be like some sort of time jump or something. And I was watching it. And then I watched 2 and 3. And then I started watching episode 4. And episode 4 was the exact same as the first episode I watched. Because someone had watched it on my account the night before, it auto-played the last episode because that's what they left off on. So I watched episode 4 first.
How funny.
Yeah. So the whole time I was watching 2 and 3, I thought episode 4 was episode 1, and it was showing us like the climax, and then it was going back and showing us how we got there. And then episode 4 was gonna go back and show us the ending where she's kind of
No.
And then I got yeah, it was,
No.
yeah, and I was,
So you saw the ending. We
Yeah.
won't get into spoilers
Yeah.
right now. But so you saw that ending, and you were like, "Oh, we're gonna get out of that."
yeah, I thought episode 4 was going to be us figuring out how to get out of that, and now I realize that's the
ending.
That's the finale, like
Yeah.
cliffhanger, basically.
Damn it.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Because and then when I started watching episode 4, the first part of it, I thought it was just showing,
You were updating. It was updating.
like it was like re-showing some of the stuff from episode 1 to be like, okay, catch up to speed. And then I was like 5 minutes in, I was like, this is the exact same thing.
You gotta check those things.
No,
Andrew.
I thought I did. I did.
it.
Yeah, I know. It's on me. But even so,
That
I really,
would that changes the experience completely.
I really liked it overall.
Holy crap.
Yeah, and she's having flashbacks to some people, Kamala Khan in episode 4, and the whole time, anytime they flash back to something, I was like, oh, this must have happened in the What If Zombies episode, and I just don't remember it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they were flashing back to Thanos and Kamala Khan's, some of her friends and stuff, and now I realized, I was like, oh, that's all in episode 1 and 2.
Yeah. Damn it. All right.
Yeah,
Well,
it's okay.
all right. So let's just get into some things that we don't have to talk about in spoilers.
Okay.
I want to hear your take on this. This is my main takeaway from Marvel Zombies is I think it's the Infinity War of Marvel television. Infinity War is not perfect. It's certainly got its flaws. It drops you into the action. You don't get any development with the characters. It just kind of assumes you've watched your shit and you
Yeah.
know who the fuck these people are.
Yeah.
But it drops you in and it's an adventure and things are happening and yeah, sure. Like, does it make sense that Stormbreaker is able to go through Thanos' blast of all the Infinity Stones? No. Does it make sense that, some things are a little convoluted? Sure. Same with Marvel Zombies, but it's an event. You're going from place to place. It builds on the universe. The characters, because we know them, their motivations make sense with who they are, etc., etc. And it's just so much fun. It is so much fun all the way through.
Yeah.
So it's my main takeaway. Is I was like, oh, this is what Infinity War is, but just for the Marvel television, this new post-Endgame era, this is their Infinity War.
Yeah, I like that take. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
the general concept of like they throw you in with all these characters that you already know
Yep.
is 100% true. And they do it a lot with, obviously, most of the characters are from Phase 4, 5, and 6,
Yeah.
which is interesting because
Yeah.
this is the first time we're seeing them interact. And I'm sure we'll talk about that a little bit more. First time, I mean, obviously we see it in What If, but like in a story that a lot of people are seeming to care about in this Marvel Zombies thing. Shang-Chi and Katie and you get some Riri in there and Kate Bishop and Yelena and Red Guardian, like all these new people, and it was a lot of fun, and it showed that they can be entertaining together.
Yep, yeah. Absolutely. So real quick, a couple more things before we get into spoilers. I felt that the animation for Marvel Zombies was better than it is in What If.
A little bit, yeah.
I just think they changed a couple things. I still don't love the animation style.
No.
I understand why they do it, though, because the characters are so distinctly their actors. And the MCU is a live-action thing. You know what I'm saying? So I understand why they do it. Still didn't love it, but...
I think baseline, it kind of seemed like What If for a lot of like the normal scenes, but then there were moments or fight scenes where like, oh, they kind of cared a little bit more. You've seen it in the trailer, like the Spider-Man ripping the heads off slow-mo.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then in episode 1, there's a fight in the sky. You know what I'm talking about?
Yep.
That one looked really cool.
Yep, absolutely. I thought, Iman Vellani her Kamala Khan. She's so likable as a
I'm so
protagonist.
glad she was the main character.
So was I. She's so I love her so much.
She's great, but then her interacting with literally everyone else is great. Like, I don't know if there's another character you could put in that position that would handle that position as well as her character does.
Completely agree. Is there anything you want to talk about before we get into spoilers?
No, I'd say we go for it.
All right, spoiler warning for Marvel Zombies. Here you go. We've got a lot to power scale. This has been some of the most exciting stuff we've ever had from the MCU in terms of power scaling. I say we just go in order.
Okay.
So we'll start with the moment that I locked in. Icarus versus Captain Marvel.
Yeah, that was cool.
How fun is that?
And it was interesting because Blade, Moon Knight, whatever,
Yes.
in this basically said, like, yeah, they're just fighting all the time.
Yeah.
because they can't
They can't beat each other.
Yeah.
Which I thought was great. Obviously, that power scales Icarus. That's a lot of fun to say. Okay, he is straight up as strong as Captain Marvel, and their fight. I mean, when you see that big canyon that their fight has created, it's like, yeah, like if these two Titans were fighting with just complete disregard for anything around them, that's what it would look like. And I love the motivation there that Icarus's job is to make sure that there's enough life on Earth to breed the Celestial. And so the zombie virus, obviously a major threat to his plan as an Eternal.
Yeah.
And so, of course, he would just be fighting the strongest zombie he can find. So I thought that was really cool, really unique. I thought that was really awesome.
Sucks that Scarlet Witch and Captain Marvel are both zombies. We're kind of screwed.
Absolutely.
And then another one.
Yeah, that
Thor.
we'll get to. Yep.
Yeah.
But and I loved that you could see Icarus's kind of robot form underneath him
Yeah.
because
And Friday is like,
really taking its toll.
this is inorganic.
Yeah. I just thought that was really cool. And I like Eternals. I know that you like Eternals. You don't like Eternals as much as
alright, yeah.
Shang-Chi. I like it better than Shang-Chi.
Shang-Chi's definitely better.
I really like Eternals. So I was happy to see an Eternal again. Like, that was just...
I really like about Marvel Zombies is the fact that they definitely made it. Is it officially rated TV MA?
Yeah.
Like you get a lot of blood, you get a lot of sacrifices. It felt like a real zombie movie where you're watching a zombie movie
people are constantly
and throughout
dying.
the movie, these characters that you're getting to know are like slowly dying off until there's like 2 people left in the zombie movie. That normally happens, and that definitely happens in this show where there are a lot of sacrifices. It starts, Wenwu with Shang-Chi.
Yep.
That's one, and then obviously Yelena and the mom of Yelena. Red Guardian loses them both. So
You didn't dislike how Shang-Chi's dad dies? I thought that might aggravate you.
a little bit. He kind of just gives up.
He just gives the rings and he's just like, oh, I'm going to die now. And then they run onto the helicopter that he brought like a moment later. Like, he couldn't have just ran.
Yeah, Shang-Chi was like taking on a horde of zombies without the rings.
Yes.
A second
like,
ago.
Wenwu can't do that?
Yeah, like at least like have him go out while fighting.
Correct. I thought this was so annoying.
It was cool that the rings could stop that was really, really cool. And that's such a cool way to have him sacrifice himself. But that moment at the end where he was just like, throw some punches at least.
Yeah, that bothered me. That bothered me a lot. But I did like constantly he has one ring that's stopping it. Like, he uses all the other ones, but he has the one ring that's stopping it. So I thought that was awesome. Real quick, obviously everybody's going to want me to talk about this, so I will. Yeah, didn't love Awkwafina in this. Definitely didn't love that they gave her 5 rings. Did not like that at all. I thought
it was kind of cool.
I liked that group. I liked that they're doing a Mad Max. I thought that was fun.
That's the clip they showed us at D23. I don't know if you were in the room.
Really? No.
But like, that Mad Max sequence with the scrolls is what they showed
fun.
us. Yeah.
It was a fun sequence. I like that it's the scrolls. I like
Jimmy Woo. They let him do the magic trick. It's great.
Super fun. So I liked that group a lot. Another thing from episode 2. So Yelena and Shang-Chi are gonna fuck in Doomsday 100%.
Because they have one flirty line in the What If zombie series.
Yes, because they're going to interact, we assume, in Doomsday. Because everybody's in that movie, I'm sure that most of those characters are going to interact with each other. Why else would you have that in there? She dies like moments later. Right? That scene happens on the raft and she dies on the raft. Like, why else would you have that scene? They put that in on purpose. Marvel is very particular. They don't add shit like that if it doesn't matter.
That whole scene was just everyone kind of like having fun with each other.
Yeah, but you don't think like them...
I think it could be.
Because I thought, oh, in this universe they're going to fuck. But no, they kill her like 10 minutes later. So that scene's got to be in there.
Well,
for
maybe
a
they
reason.
got it in real quick. Because that was at lunch, and then he starts throwing people out when they're all in their rooms
At
sleeping.
night.
So maybe in between, maybe at the dinner break.
Where do you think is the most optimal place to bang at the
On
raft?
the raft?
Yeah.
I mean,
Because all the cells have windows.
all the cells have windows.
No
and
privacy.
And they can see each other. So it's got to be like a maintenance closet or like that room that she was in to reset the thing when she died.
Yeah. That was a pretty private
It had a
room.
little window. You just cover that with a little blanket or something. You can go.
Or you let the Nemorians watch you fuck.
The Nemorian zombies.
Yeah.
You think there's some like voyeurism with the letting them watch?
Yeah.
I'd be down to let zombies watch me
For sure.
get freaky.
Bone? I loved the Black Widow callback with Yelena and Natasha's mom with the pigs.
Yeah.
Have you rewatched Black Widow in a while?
No, but I remember that scene.
I rewatched Black Widow pretty recently after Thunderbolt, so I had a distinct memory. That was a brilliant use of that because we watch all the Black Widows are brainwashed. So if humans are brainwashed, then of course zombies would be easy to brainwash. Perfect use of that world that she would be able to do. I loved that.
The Marvel Zombies 4 episodes did make me want to see this as a movie or this is live action.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, because especially the one thing that really I started thinking about this, I was like, why don't they do this in live action? I know, I don't know. When Hulk does his thing,
Yeah.
and becomes this Infinity Hulk, I just found the whole thing so intriguing that's how we're having to use Hulk. And then Bruce Banner and Hulk are kind of gone, and he's just this anchor that we're using, and he's so powerful, and we're having to help him because zombie Wanda is coming, and that power scaling. That all just seemed like such an epic climax to a movie to me. I'd love to see Hulk do that instead of dab. You know what I mean?
Of course. Of course. We'll get to that soon. How about how strong Namor is in this? I found how strong he was particularly shocking.
I did too.
And Namor in Marvel Zombies is a tank. He's tearing through everybody.
Everything.
He's destroying.
He breaks out of a thing that was built for the Hulk.
Correct. So, relatively quickly, by the way.
Yeah.
I was just thinking, God, are they going to bring this over to Doomsday? Is Namor going to be as strong as he is in Marvel Zombies that he is in Doomsday?
No. I think they always scale people up in TV shows, number one. And number two, I don't think Namor... I don't know why they would do that with Namor. I mean, he was taking on literally every single person in that room. Spider-Man, Red Guardian.
Absolutely. Spider-Man wasn't there, but...
Was he not?
Nope. It's okay. He wasn't.
You're right. Mm-hmm. You're right. Well, who else? John Walker. Was he? He was there. Was he fighting though?
No,
or was
John
he
Walker. John Walker isn't in any of this.
That's simply not true.
When does John Walker show up?
He's the right-hand man to Zemo.
That's not John Walker. That's Zemo's right-hand man from the Falcon Winter Soldier show.
He literally calls him John.
Is that really John Walker?
Literally calls him John in an episode because I was like, is this John Walker? Kind of sounds like John Walker. And then in one of the episodes when they're escaping, he's like, John, do this.
Yeah, but I think it's just his assistant, Zemo.
Could have sworn. Could have sworn. How much you want to bet? John Walker, Marvel Zombies. John Walker is a servant of Baron Zemo.
Wow.
Suck my nutsack.
That's interesting.
Yeah. Doesn't that look like him too? That's John Walker.
Oh, I didn't clock that at all. That's interesting. No, you got the fuck out of me, dude.
No. So, anyways, what were we talking about? Yeah, Namor's powerful.
They fucking overpowered the fuck out of him, in my opinion.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, because Miss Marvel, Kamala couldn't do anything. You know, they were shooting him with machine guns. That wasn't doing anything. He loses to just Shuri, basically, in the movie.
I know.
But, anyways. Can we talk about...
That's interesting that's John Walker.
Thor and Marvel Zombies.
All right, you're skipping a lot of my shit, but that's okay.
So why do we have to do your stuff exactly the way you want it?
Because I prepared the episode, but that's okay.
Yes, but I have things that I want to say too. You know what I mean?
Sure, go.
I was just going to talk about one specific thing with Thor.
No, we have to talk a lot about Thor.
Yes, but okay. Thor in Marvel Zombies is doing yet again the arc of he failed and now he's upset.
Yep.
Is that annoying?
No, because
I feel like everyone since Infinity War has just seen Thor as like
a bitch.
Yeah, he got fat because he lost, and now in this one he lost and it literally isn't talking to anybody. Mm-hmm. It's like, what other character have they done that to multiple times?
No, I understand, but I kind of like that it's like he's always going to fail at that point in his life, and it's always going to drive him into his deepest depression he's ever had. I think that makes sense. That didn't bother me.
It's just kind of repetitive.
Sure, it's repetitive, but what are you gonna do? In a Marvel Zombies show where everybody's a zombie from a virus that fucking, what's her face? Michelle Pfeiffer, Wasp, the original Wasp, right? She gives that virus to everybody in this universe. Like, in that What If, I'm fine with keeping the same character arc for one character because pretty much everybody else is thrust into a completely different experience. So we're talking about Thor. So let's just talk about Thor. The power scaling of Thor I felt very questionable. Not so much pertaining to Thor, but specifically pertaining to Wanda. Wanda has always been one of the strongest beings in the MCU. Always. Since she's come into the MCU. And obviously she's gotten stronger and stronger and stronger. Obviously this isn't full power Wanda, because full power Wanda is after Endgame, and this is happening right after Civil War, right? This is like Infinity War timeline, because Thanos gets to Earth. She's not taking those full power lightning hits from Thor. She's just not. That doesn't make any sense. Wanda has always been extremely strong. She's always been extremely fragile. The rain fire in Endgame takes her out of the fight for 20 minutes. She gets hit by the noise thing from War Machine, and she drops the thing onto Captain America and Winter Soldier. She has always been really fragile. That's how we've been able to nerf her. Because she can't take these hits like that. Yes, she could create reality, but you can punch her like America Chavez punches her in the fucking face in Multiverse of Madness. How does it make any sense that she's taken full power blasts from Stormbreaker and Thor and just is fine?
Yeah, I get what you're saying. Two things. Again, TV shows always upscale their characters every single time. Mm-hmm. The power scaling in the live action MCU is never going to match comics and or TV shows almost ever. Number one. Number two, she is a zombie.
You think that affects her?
So I think zombies, you cut off a zombie's arm and they don't blink.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
So maybe that's it.
Because zombie Captain America is just walking around half
a body. Yeah. So maybe, she's a little more enduring of those kinds of things.
Durable. Sure. Yeah. I'll give that to you.
I see what you're saying, though.
What was your favorite fight in Marvel Zombies?
I mean, the one at the end with Hulk was really, really fun.
Yeah,
really fun.
Let's talk Infinity Hulk. You are Mr. I don't want my superheroes to be bitched. Obviously, Hulk has been bitched by the MCU for a very long time. This Infinity Hulk did feel to me like a course correction. He is the strongest guy. He's the only guy that could take this, him and Wanda. So that, I'm sure you loved that.
Yeah, no,
but a lot of people are complaining right now. Our good buddy Chris texted me that the biggest complaint about Marvel Zombies right now is that he gets too bitched at the end of the show. How did you feel about that, knowing that you're the king of the bitches?
No, what? I'm the king of calling out
the bitches
when
they're bitched.
Correct.
You hate when Spider-Man isn't cool enough. You hate when Hulk isn't cool enough.
I hate when the Dark Knight is coward.
Fuck you.
Yeah. It didn't really bother me because they let him. It's all about you can let characters lose. You can let characters lose. I'm never against Spider-Man's a kid in Homecoming. Great, let him be a kid. Let him learn. Let him make mistakes. But you don't have to do that the entirety of the whole movie every single time he ever tries to do anything as Spider-Man. So they let him lose after he fights Thor. Well, he fights Thor at the end, but after Wanda attacks him, after
he's killed literally countless zombies,
tens of thousands. He punches them and waves of them go.
He's fucking up the giants.
Yeah,
he's fucking up the Asgardian zombies.
Asgardian zombies, they dump water, like Atlantean zombies on him.
Yep.
And even then, like, he needs some time to heal. But then he comes back and then goes toe-to-toe with Thor again after all of that. So, no, I don't think that was a problem. No.
I knew you were going to say that. I knew that you were going to be okay with it because he loses, but he's not a bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They give a good explanation for why he loses.
And
if you're like, oh my gosh, Bruce Banner, Hulk jumped into a infinity swirling thing and absorbed all of its power, and then he lost to a few zombies, then I'd be like, that's dumb. But they purposely gave you like a 10, 15-minute fight scene of them weakening him.
And the whole plot of zombies from the perspective of the Queen of the Dead, Wanda, is she's putting together the strongest army she can get.
Yes.
I love WandaVision, so I loved the ending. I love that Wanda is always going to create an evil, scary world. I love that. I think that's great.
Do you think the cliffhanger of Marvel Zombies, they're going to give us another season?
I don't think so. I kind of want it to end this grimly.
No. That's kind of cool, though. I get what you're saying. But, like, why would they...
But don't get me wrong, I would love another WandaVision. If the first episode of Marvel Zombies Season 2 is Kamala Khan and she knows that it's a fabrication and she needs to try and break out of it the way that Vision was in WandaVision, that is the number one thing on my wish list. Like, I would adore that.
Yeah, that definitely would be what they would do for sure.
So if that's what you're going to do, give me Season 2, I guess, because I loved this.
I think the reception for Marvel Zombies is going to be mostly positive, so I think they would greenlight a Season 2.
Is Marvel Zombies the best MCU project of the year?
No.
I think I'm ready to say that.
I have Born Again.
Of course you do.
But it's close.
I do think I take it over Thunderbolts and Fantastic Four. I loved it that much.
Oh, I thought you were just talking in
Project.
Marvel. Oh,
Project.
No. I mean, I have all the movies above it, but I'm a movie guy.
Brave New World above...
Okay, not Brave New World.
Marvel Zombies?
No, Marvel Zombies I have above it. About that. But Fantastic Four and Thunderbolts I have.
Okay. Yeah, because you're a movie guy. But this is a movie. I don't care that it's a show. It's a movie. The only reason it was a show is so that they could use Spider-Man. They've said that.
Oh, interesting. I hate contracts and stupid stuff. It's so annoying.
They bought Spider-Man, the rights for Spider-Man for $15 million. Spider-Man movies have grossed over $10 billion.
Crazy.
That might be the best money ever spent, by the way.
Yeah.
It's up there.
It's up there.
No, I would love a Season 2 of Marvel Zombies, but also if they leave it alone, it wouldn't bother me at all. Like, I like how it ends. I like how grim it is. I do think that this...
I mean, everyone's dead unless, Wanda reverses stuff. Because, like, Riri is alive in her, like, vision where it's glitching.
Yeah.
But, like, in that end fight, every single person dies except Kamala, basically.
Maybe Kamala has some kind of power because she wants Kamala for some reason. Like, maybe Kamala has some kind of power that she can fix things.
Well, yeah, I mean, her bangles definitely allowed Wanda to do whatever she was trying to do.
Yep,
it's just, what was that?
100%.
Was it just create a fabrication, or was it bring some people back?
How'd you like Elizabeth Olsen coming back?
Yeah, it was good.
I miss her.
It was fun how many people were the actual
in
people. Basically everybody
except Spider-Man.
Yeah.
What, Shetta Hudson, friend of the show. I just loved seeing her again. I just love hearing her voice. I just like...
Did Rachel watch it?
She hasn't watched it yet. She's going to love it.
I think she's going to love it.
She's going to love it. I'm so excited to show it to her. But I fucking loved this show. I was so happy with all of it.
We're cooking with superhero media.
I know.
What am I telling you?
2025's been a great year.
It's just...
Do you think people are going to watch what
Peacemaker, Gen V, Marvel Zombies are all coming out right now.
Yep.
All the movies have been great, with the exception of the Captain America, but even that wasn't that terrible.
No.
Born Again.
Invincible, Season 3 was great.
That was this year?
Yep.
Season 3?
Yep.
I thought we were on like 4 or 5.
4 comes out next year.
Whoa. Yeah, we're Superman, DC stuff.
Yep.
I've been loving Peacemaker.
Yep.
It's just...
Yep.
Shoot!
Yep. Yep, we're eating. We got Wonder Man next month, which we don't have a trailer for, but hopefully that's good. Love Yaya. I think that's great casting. A couple more things before we wrap up Marvel Zombies. I'm in. Yeah. Obviously, What If this takes place in the What If universe from episode 5 of What If, because it's the same universe. Could we get the Spider-Man thing and everything like that? We get all those connections. Do you think that Marvel Zombies was What If enough? Do you think and what I'm trying to say to you is I think that it's bullshit that What If wasn't more of this. I think this is what Marvel's What If should have been. And instead of... Now, I like this episode, so maybe this is a bad example, but what if T'Challa is Star-Lord? And it's just T'Challa, interacting with Thanos, who he's interacted with before, and interacting with the Ravagers and the Collector, who he's never interacted before. Like, that's the What If you're giving me. Versus, like, with Marvel Zombies, you are having all these different interactions with the universe, with the pig technology working on the zombies with Yelena's mom. And then, you have Yelena interacting with Shang-Chi, and you have this person interacting with this person. Oh, of course, Baron Zemo would take over the raft and use that to stay away. Oh, of course this, of course that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like watching it constantly, I was just like, yeah, this is what If should have been, of course.
I think most people agree that they could have chosen better what if topics or scenarios.
Yeah, I agree with that. But
Yeah.
you weren't watching this being like, this is what you should have been doing the whole time?
Yes and no. Like, they were trying to do something different with What If. Like, this is a little bit more grounded, connected to all the other 4 episodes. So, they had more of a, they were trying to do like a bunch of different things and then connected at the end of each season of What If, I felt like. So that was a little bit harder. And I think this just worked better because I do agree with you, like the callbacks to like the pig thing and Namor and all these different characters interacting in the raft and kind of taking bits and pieces from the MCU and like putting it into the storyline was really fun for fans like us.
Yes, absolutely.
And we didn't necessarily get that as much in What If, or maybe we did and we just didn't care about the What If storylines that they gave us.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
that's fair. What did you think about the moment they gave T'Challa?
Oh, where he fights Thanos
and he kills himself to save everybody.
Just another sacrifice in the zombie war. I thought it was good.
I thought it was great that he doesn't speak.
Yeah,
I thought that was a nice.
I
didn't
really clock that. I mean, I clocked that he didn't have a line.
Yeah,
but I didn't really think about why.
Yeah,
and I agree with you. I think that
was a nice touch.
Yeah,
and you don't really notice it for most of the fight, but he is missing a leg, and so it's so badass when he's like galloping.
Well, he was missing one? I knew it was taped up. I didn't know he was missing
his leg.
Wow.
Yeah. Vision cut it off to feed Wanda.
Oh, in the other episode?
Yeah. I also loved the Thanos switcheroo where he's the reality stone and he with the mind stone for Vision to add the thing. And I love that Thanos was learning and that Thanos would have destroyed everything, obviously. I liked all of that. That was great. And obviously, Zombie Thanos was fucking awesome. That was so cool. Yeah, I really enjoyed that. What'd you think about Thor arriving on Wakanda for a second time? That was awesome. I loved that.
Yeah, it just sucked that 5 seconds later he's not doing anything. He
gets obliterated.
And I was like, why would they? I was like, that has to mean something. Why would they put that in there? And then it does, because in the next episode, like, you get him in the being all depressed.
Yeah.
That he's there to help them escape. So it kind of had if they had just put that in there just to have like a ha-ha moment where it was like to show how powerful Thanos was, I thought it would have been a little bit stupid. But they kind of justified it in the next episode or later that episode.
Yeah. Well, that's Marvel Zombies. 9 out of 10 for me, 8.5 for you. But great. I mean, great show. Like you said, we are
go watch it
if
you haven't. Yeah.
No, absolutely. We highly recommend it for sure. Right?
Yeah, it's fun.
I mean, it's so fun. I mean, if you're an MCU fan specifically, like, definitely watch it. Maybe I would say if you've been... I'll say this real quick. If you've been if the MCU's been losing you, I think this is a good one to bring you back. What would you say to that?
I think Thunderbolts, Fantastic Four, and this are all good things to bring you back.
Sure.
For different reasons.
Yeah, sure. We haven't talked about Blade. I'll let you.
I mean... For me, the first thing I saw, because I accidentally watched it out of order, is episode 4 where he's falling through the sky and he's just like, and then Shang-Chi's like, what the?
Yeah.
Which was hilarious.
Yeah.
They let him kind of be the man, especially in the first couple episodes where he's kind of just sensing things with Khonshu, and obviously the fight with Ghost that you see in the trailer.
Yep.
Obviously his voice is great. Yeah, we should probably make that movie maybe.
Yeah. Like, it is so depressing that we haven't gotten 2-time Oscar winner Mahershala Ali as Blade, considering how great this was in Marvel Zombies. So cool, man. When he slices the little in half, the Ant-Man's in half, whether it's the Wasp or Ant-Man or Hank Pym or whoever the fuck that was so awesome.
And then that scene where his sword goes in front of his face and then it's Khonshu.
Awesome.
Do stuff like that in live action. I think that's
Ghost. Cool. The fight with Ghost. We saw it in the trailer, but it's still so awesome.
And I also, again, he kind of has like a spidey sense because you turn Yelena, duck. What? Duck. And
so good.
And then he can sense Abomination coming or whatever. He's like, it's time to go.
So good. That was so fun. Yeah. I would love to see. I mean, this show Marvel Zombies made the Blade mismanagement even more egregious. Well, that's Marvel Zombies. I want to talk about One Battle After Another real quick.
Okay. Yeah, we'll end on a couple more things about movies coming out soon.
Yeah, so I got to see One Battle After Another at an early screening last night. Believe the hype. I'm going to give it a 9.5 out of 10. I have one small criticism about it, about certain couple characters' motivations and screen times towards the end of the movie. But yeah, it's one of the best movies I've ever seen, just period. It is spectacular. Paul Thomas Anderson is unbelievable. He's just an unbelievable filmmaker. I love Eternal Sunshine. I love There Will Be Blood. And this one is no different. This one is awesome. Just go see it. It's a great, great movie. Many people are saying it's one of Leo's best performances. I agree. It's, to me, maybe the best Sean Penn performance I've ever seen, which is crazy to say because he's a 2-time Oscar winner. I think he might be a shoo-in for Best Supporting Actor in this one. He was unbelievable. Something else I want to say about One Battle After Another, coolest named cast of all time.
Oh, so they got cool names?
Leonardo DiCaprio. Benicio del Toro. You want some cool alliteration? Tiana Taylor. Oh, you want a simple name that sounds cool? Sean Penn. The only Sean name cooler than that is Sean Gunn. Like, it's hard to get a cooler name than Sean Penn. It's just simple, 2 syllables, whatever. How about this? The girl that plays Leo's daughter. You ready for this? Chase Infinity.
Are we being serious?
That's so tough.
Miss Infinity, here's your Oscar. Like,
that's so tough.
Bro, that's freaking sick.
Chase Infinity. Are you shitting me? So yeah, and how about that? The director, PTA, Paul Thomas Anderson, Aura. So great naming, great names for all the cast members. And then last thing I wanted to say about it, worst marketing campaign I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Not a single trailer for that movie sells what kind of movie it is.
I have no idea what it's about.
No.
I don't care. The only reason I'm interested in seeing it is because everyone's saying it's great. And by the way, it's not just you. It's not just Hat Guy. Zach, our roommate, who's not even a movie person. It's over 3 hours long, right? He liked it.
Yep.
He thought it was great.
Yep.
Sammy liked it, right?
It's got a 98% on Rotten Tomatoes. It's Leo's highest graded movie of all time on Rotten Tomatoes. It is that good. It belongs in the conversation with Inception and all these movies that we adore, Wolf of Wall Street and everything like that, where here's my one thing about the terrible marketing campaign that is not selling anybody properly on this movie. After seeing the movie, I don't know how you could do it better, though.
Oh, interesting.
It's weird. It's kind of a weird movie. I do think so. Early projections are looking at it like it's going to be a flop. It cost $130 million to make. It's only looking at a $20 million opening box office. Now, projections are wrong all the time. The early projections for Conjuring 4 were $50 million to $60 million. It ended up making $250 million opening weekend. So projections for movies are wrong all the time, but so maybe word of mouth carries it, and everybody saying that One Battle After Another is this masterpiece will lead a lot of people to go see it in theaters. Maybe its second week is even bigger than its first. That would be crazy. You never hear of stuff like that. But yeah, I will say that if you've seen the trailers for One Battle After Another and it hasn't interested you, trust me, like it didn't interest me either, and it's incredible. What are you looking at?
I'm looking at emails to make sure I can talk about what I was supposed to talk about.
Oh.
Because they told us not to, so hold on.
Oh, no problem.
Hold all posts from today's event until the next trailer drops in a couple weeks. I will not be talking about it.
No problem.
We'll talk about
But
that later.
it's a very exciting thing
yeah.
that we can look forward to, ladies and gentlemen. So thank you guys so much, as always, for watching the episode. Thanks for...
If you could turn one of our roommates into a zombie, who would you turn into a zombie, and how would you handle it? I would turn Jake into a zombie because he's basically already our little zombie slave. That's our editor. We're joking. By the way, go listen to his music.
Sure, yeah.
I want to shout out Jake's music.
Absolutely.
He's working hard on it. Jake Prime. I'll put it in the link in the description.
I quite like Apocalypse.
Yeah, and did he
my
just come
favorite
out
of
with
his.
Black Sheep or
Yes,
something?
yeah.
He's a little Post Malone. He loves Post Malone.
He
Some of
does
his
love
stuff-
Post Malone.
He's talented.
Yeah. But yeah, no, he's great. He's got a little studio in his room. Yeah.
He's working hard on it.
But thank you so much for your support. Thanks for enjoying Marvel Zombies, or maybe not. Let us know in the comments if you liked it or not. And if you made it to the end of this video, comment that The Dark Knight is amazing.
Sure.